All right. Well, hello, everybody. This is Bridget, and I am going to teach you how to make a reel with multi pictures. And it is going to be a simple way of making a reel with templates. Okay. So I'm hearing an echo. If I'm looking a little confused, it's because I have my phone on Zoom and my computer. But I'm going to see if I can push through and make this happen. All right. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you the template feature on Instagram Reels. I like to use Instagram and then I make that reel go over to Facebook as well. So I can kind of double dip, but I only have to do it one time. What you're doing basically with a template is you're using someone else's reel that they've already created, and you're using the format of having the pictures in the reel. You're using their music, but you're putting in your own photos, which is really cool. Okay. The timing is usually shorter. Sometimes it's a combination of video and photos. And you do want to make sure you're always using photos that are yes, up and down, horizontal. No, vertical. That's the word. Vertical pictures. Okay. Portrait mode, where you have them up and down rather than across. Like your photo would be like this rather than taking a picture like this. So if you want to use a video or a picture in a reel, your camera should be held like this. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen and we will do an example of a reel from a vacation. And I have like basically a camera roll dump that I'm going to put in here. So let's see if we can share this. And I'm going to share the screen. And we are going to go to Instagram. And here we are. Okay. So you go to the plus sign at the top left. And at the bottom, you see the option to make a reel. That's one way you can get in to make a reel. The other way you can make a reel is if you go into your own profile and you go to the plus sign here and it'll say reel and you click that. So either way, you're going to get into reels. Now at the top, you see edits, drafts, templates. Templates is what we're going to choose. Drafts is when you have created a reel, but you haven't finished it. So we're going to do templates. So you can see a variety of different templates. They have some that are recommended for you based on what you typically post about. Then they show you some that are trending. And these change from, week to week. You'll see different templates here. So you can watch them and pick one that you think would work well for your idea. Sometimes these will give you ideas. Sometimes you see it and you think, this would be a great one to use for my skincare video or my when I went to a seminar or when I had a party with a bunch of ladies. You could use this to be a springboard for ideas. So I'm going to choose this one. I click on it. And it says use as template. So I'm going to replace the clips with my own clips. Now you can see as the example, they use a lot of videos. You can use videos, you could use still pictures. It just depends on what you like. Let me show you another one real quick. This is another example of a reel with mostly pictures and a few videos in the beginning. But it's just a lot of pictures back to back to back to back to back. And the song that they have chosen is cut to match the speed of the pictures changing. So that's a really nice thing that you don't have to worry about. Somebody's already done it for you. So at the bottom it says add media. You're going to click on that. That opens up your camera roll. Now I'm not going to use a picture like this one, where we have the ladies lined up horizontally, right? Because that wouldn't look good in the reel. So I'm looking for pictures from my vacation that are vertical and show sort of an example of our trip. So let's see, which ones do I want to use? Probably something where I'm walking on the beach or sitting by the waves. Now, this is a 42-second video, but it's going to be shortened to only 1.1 second. I'm going to go in later and edit it to be just the place that I want it to be at. Okay, so here's another one. That's a video. Let's see here. Probably this one. All right. And then I'm going to start adding some photos. Maybe another video. And as you can see, as we start going through it, we can choose the pictures that we want. This was the belly flop contest. And edit that in just a second. Since the pictures are going to be going by really fast, probably want to pick pictures that have a quick and simple photo. And then I'm going to go through because I still have a few more. You can scroll over and see how many more you need. This is one from a show. This is us in the elevator. Let's see, another still picture. Maybe this one, the selfie. And let's do this one. And this one. And maybe one with a ship in it. And then this last one is 2 seconds long. So we'll do this one. All right, so you can see on the bottom, I filled up every spot with a photo or a video. And I hit next. Next. And it puts my pictures into the reel. And now I can edit it to make it just the way I want. So I'm going to say next. And you can see that it's going to go real quick through all these pictures. But it's not necessarily maybe the clip that I wanted, or maybe I want to change the photo. So for example, this one, I'm going to grow this bigger by like kind of grabbing and squeezing it. And I'm going to pull this by clicking on it. And I'm going to make it go right when the water is going to hit me. Moving it. Moving it. All right, like that. Let's see. Okay, so you can decide how you want to crop things. This is supposed to be just like a quick couple second video. This, I don't want it me walking away, so I'm gonna move it so that it's just the right spot where I want to have myself walking toward the camera. Let's see here. This is a little more editing than I wanted to do here. I don't know if you can tell what I'm doing here, but I'm expanding this clip so that I get a clip of me where I want it to be. Here I come. Whoops. All right, I'm clicking on it, making it a little bit closer. It'll be easier in just a second, because with the pictures, it's going to be a lot more simple. All right, if you can see here, I'm bringing myself closer and closer to the camera. All right, so this is me sitting, walking, and then these clips are timed. All right, here's another one. I don't want it just to be my face. I want it to be a video of me dancing. So I am going to move it to the right spot. All right, there we are, dancing. Okay, now this one, I need to replace it because it has words on it, and I didn't want to do that. So I'm going to go down to the bottom and hit the word replace. And I'm going to find the picture without the words. It has words on it because it was from my story. And let's find the one that was without the words. We're getting there, guys. Okay. So now it's changed that photo to one without. There we go. All right. We have a clip of that, a clip of that. Now this one, again, I want to do the belly flop, not the back of the lifeguard, right? So I'm going to edit this by doing the same thing, dragging it, dragging it, dragging it, dragging it, dragging it over, dragging it over. Just the right clip of the guy jumping and doing the belly flop. Sometimes it jumps around when you're doing this. That's what's happening here. And I'm almost there. Let's get this guy jumping in the water. And if I don't like it, I can switch it out and give him a different picture instead. Okay. Oh, it jumped around. Okay, let's go back. A lot of times people will choose to put pictures of like their food or just a pretty shell on the beach. It doesn't have to be pictures of you the whole time. It can be a beautiful sunset. It could be, a tropical drink. It's nice to have a little variety. That's why I was trying to do the belly flop thing because I thought it would be a nice little change, but this is taking too long. All right. I think you kind of get the idea of how you insert pictures, you put in a video in the right spot, and it's jumping around again. I will say that Instagram often has some glitches in its manufacturing of these reels. So it's not you. A lot of times you might think something that you did caused it to glitch, but sometimes it's just a glitch in the reel. Like now it just keeps glitching on me and it keeps moving me to the end of the reel. But each of these little clips is only going to be about a second. Come on, let's do this belly flop, guys. All right, we're almost there. Moved again. Okay. Almost there. All right. Hopefully you're fast forwarding this video because this is taking way too long. Okay. Almost got it. Yeah, this is taking too long. Okay. All right, he is on the podium. He is ready to jump. And we're getting it right to the place where he flops. Okay. So now we have a picture, we have a picture, we have a quick video of legs. We have a picture and a picture and a picture and a picture. Now this one I also have to change. And we are not going to have me walking away. We're going to have me walking toward the cruise. I mean the camera. And this is the last picture. Keeps jumping around. So when you get all your pictures in there and you get them the right way, your template has done most of the work for you. As you can see, this is the hardest part, is just getting your video to be in the right spot. And that's why it's better when you're videotaping things, just have little tiny clips of yourself or whatever the scene is, so that you don't have to do all this. Trying to get it to the right spot here. Come on. Here I am. Okay, walking along the ship. All right, so we really just want the last 3 seconds of this video. So we're going to shorten this till the end. All right, getting there. Here I come. All right, so this is the last part. You can maybe come back a little bit. Okay. So then you can click on it. You can watch it. And it goes through the pictures, has some videos, and it will match. The music will match. But if you see anything that maybe is a little bit too long, too short, you can go in with your editing and extend it, make it a little bit longer. But you do want your clips to be pretty quick, like about 2 seconds each. Then you can add your text. You can say, cruise, camera, roll. And you can change your words. Let's actually take this off. We are going to take that off. We're going to choose a font for this. And then we're going to click on our screen again, click on the text, cruise. And maybe for the cruise, we'll do a different font. Say cruise, camera roll. Okay. And you can make that word go for the whole thing or just for part of it. If you want it for the whole thing, you would take, actually you can squeeze this and make it smaller so that it is shorter. And you can go like this so that the whole time it's going to say cruise camera roll. Okay, I'm going to move this. Now, when you're putting words on the screen, you just click on it and it will allow you to move it. Hold on. Okay, when the yellow box goes around it, you can move it. And you want to put it more in the middle of your reel because then it's not going to be blocked by other things. So this is an example of how you could take a lot of pictures and put them all together with a template. All you do from here is you hit next. You can put a caption in here about the cruise. Loved my getaway. And you could keep typing. You can tag people that you want to add to it. If you had a friend who was on the cruise with you, you can tag her in it. And then you can add the location of the cruise, whatever you were doing at the time. You hit add location, it adds it on there. And you're going to add your cover photo. So you hit edit cover. You can have it be from the reel by going like this and scrolling and picking the picture that you want. Or you can add it from your camera roll. And you can just scroll through your camera and find a picture that works for the cover. Choose one. If you click on this little A, you can go over here and you could type in a hook. You could type in a title, whatever you want it to be. And this is not necessarily one I would suggest, but it's just an example of how you can change the words, and you can make it with an outline. You can change the color, and you can do a bunch of different things as far as making it have an outline. So then you hit done, you hit done again, and then you go down and you can share it on Facebook as well as Instagram. If this is turned on, it will post in both places. And then you hit share, and then it will be go right over to Facebook and on Instagram. If you're not ready, you can hit save draft, and it will save it to your drafts. So that's how we do a reel with a template. And that took a little longer than I wanted it to because of all the editing, but I hope that helps you. And you can do this with all kinds of different reels, not just vacation reels. And it's a great way to keep people's attention with quick, fast moving pictures and videos. So let me know if you try it.